what time it is. Y'all already know 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 what time it is.
Start it off.
Y'all already know.
All right. Again, I want to hit you with this question. This relates to all the brothers. Is relationships played out, bro? Let's get to it. Let's just get to it. Any male and female, is relationships played out? It's not a cool thing no more.
I think that depends on the demographic.
Well, one argument is age. You know what I'm saying? When you're a certain age, you know, especially if you've been running around for X amount of years, whatever, you want something solid at some point. But at the end of the day, everything is so fast with social media. To put the time in to date a woman, I don't think brothers got the patience for that no more. And the modern woman is different now. They got money, which brings more attitude, and you know the mentality that they really don't need a man.
Who got money though?
Only on occasions. Come on, man. Women eating, bro.
Some women are eating,
bro. Our whole life as a male has been, we've been programmed to cater to the woman. Damn near. Let's be honest.
But
shit, you can start with Section 8.
But Section 8 is not gender.
But I'm just saying, let me try to get a house for $14 a month with a garage.
All you gotta do is put in the paperwork.
They turning my ass down.
All you gotta do is put it in the paperwork. Put it in the paperwork and had a
kid. There you go. There go the problem. There go the problem. Gotta have a kid. That's leverage.
Well, all you gotta do for most part is fight. Most guys don't fight for the kids.
I agree with that.
And then even the ones that do lose because the courts do favor the women all the time.
Yeah.
Even if they ain't the right fit.
True.
That's something that needs to change. Definitely.
But check this out. Even us dumbing it all the way down to our level, and nothing to do with politics. How can something like that change, man, without power? Yeah. This is where it gets interesting.
It can't change. I don't think it can't change because right now, if you do anything against women, you're automatically criticized. So if you make a law that stops the norm, it's oh my God, he's a misogynist. Oh, he don't like women. Like they guilt you
or chauvinistic. He's whatever.
Yeah, they guilt you into staying what the norm is, but still they guilt you in actually giving them more freedom.
And that's what I'm saying. They get so much rope as a male in this era of dating. I don't have the patience, bro. If I can't knock it down like a bowling pin in 2 or 3 nights, I got to go. Because at that point, it becomes an investment. Keep it a bean, bro. How many dinners in 3 days, 4 days, 5 days?
Well, I think
then you get into planning a trip or taking a trip or a gift or gifting. Like, the shit's real. It's real, bro. So I'm honestly, and my son is 25. Let me be clear. I honestly see where he was coming from and how the conversation started. I asked him for a grandson. He's like, oh, no, Dad, man, I ain't trying to handle kids, man. He said, man, you get with a girl and some having a relationship. Everybody cheating. He really persuaded me, man. He had me going upstairs scratching my head, bro. He ordered something.
That is kind of like the culture today.
Problem.
And I think it's I think it's a question that should be posed to younger people. But I also think that society has put it in their heads to live separate lives.
Oh.
See, I think the family structure in general is not beneficial economically to companies. So they promote individuality. They want you to live separate. They want you to have separate bills because people in relationships spend less money. People out of relationships are always looking for a good time.
And we burn more money.
Yeah.
You know, I can speak for myself when it comes to that.
So the societal norm now is that these companies feed into the feminism and overtook the feminism movement so that and used it for their agenda. No different than, I would say, the LBGT what the blacks had fought for all the time, the equal rights thing.
Well, I listen. I ain't gonna get into the name calling with the LG00C. I can't do none of that.
Nah,
That's trouble.
Listen, I
You know
don't
what
have
I'm saying?
nothing against them, but
Neither do I.
sometimes it is what it is.
I'm supportive in everything they do. Let me be clear. But in just saying that, it's just from a male perspective. Again, that's the only angle I got. I'm a male. It's different times dating, bro. It's tug of war. It's competition. It's a power struggle. It's what can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the incentive to date? You know what I mean?
Well, to find that one.
Ain't nobody, but see that.
If you don't want to find the one, you're not going to find the one.
Well, that's why I say, like, if we broke it down, I think an older person, because they had that run at whatever, will be looking to settle down at some point. I think that's the norm with anything. You can't rip and run all your life. But in just saying that, just from how we were raised, yeah, what's the status quo? Get married, buy the single home, white picket fence, 2-car garage. You got the dog, you got the cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, them times, bro, I just think they are played out, because that ain't society today. Everything is about money right now. That's a problem.
It's always been about money, though.
But that's a problem, because honestly, from a family standpoint, how you raise a child, your values is off. Don't worry about school. Don't worry about doing the right thing, because end of the day, it's going to be about money. That's a hard thing too, bro. Like, that's a real thing.
But it's always been about money.
Okay,
the only difference is it was just one person that was really supposed to be about the money. It was the man. It wasn't until, again, I go back to the feminist movement of them wanting to be able to work in this society.
And make their own money.
Make their own money. So that's when the fall of family structure came.
No, whoa. Listen, I just want to say Mark said that. His name is Shamar. It's not Jeff saying that.
But it's the truth. If you go back and look at the history, the fall of the family structure in America came with when the companies overtook the feminist movement. They promoted individuality, no hold back. They want all this other stuff.
That's a hard one.
It's not hard, because you just got to look at it.
Well, you got to look at also, like, things happen in stages. So in what stage of life you think this happened? Late 80s, early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s? Like, because everything is in stages. Because again,
it gradually came up from the 70s and the 60s.
Okay.
And it just gradually leveled up every year.
Okay.
So now you're at this point right now where you have everybody wanting to be a boss and not workers.
So, all right, now if you present it like that, I'll go back to trying to have a relationship or a marriage. Like, how do you do that? Because if it's going to be about everybody being a boss, financial issues is going to occur. And typically, the way we was raised, everything ran through the man. But if this woman is actually making more money than the male, his voice is not as prominent.
Agreed on that.
That's a hard one.
But again, it is a self-evaluation situation. Like, if you're a woman or a man, the purpose of a relationship is the children you have.
Yeah, they the priority. I agree with that.
They the priority. And that's where we're lost at, because a family structure is more likely to breed a better child that's productive in society.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I got to contradict you on that, because listen to this here. You just said everything's about money. So when it comes to your kids, and once we trying to teach them values with substance and character and all those intangibles that we going to need to help us evolve and grow as people, the reality is this. If it's going to come down to money, then you don't need none of that shit. That's a problem.
No, but if you look at this, I'm trying to understand your point. If you look at a person, if you want to put money into it, if you look at a person that has nothing versus a person that has something, most of the time the people with nothing have better values because they appreciate everything a little more.
More humble. Absolutely. I agree with that.
So in a family structure, you're able to have two people constantly at the same time educate your kids, educate them on that. So when you ask me, what is the benefit of a relationship in marriage? To me, if you want to have a child, it should be within a marriage. You should be looking for your wife or a husband first, then have a marriage.
All right.
The problem with today is we have too many single women raising kids.
Okay. Now I want to say this again.
How's that? First of all, how's that worked out just use the black community? How has single motherhood worked out for the black community? Versus at a time where we were the most married.
Well, where's it at now? I think, and I'm gonna speak on just my situation. I was raised by a single mother. For me, and because I never seen my dad, so for me it was just trusting my mom, because this was all I had for the guidance, the instructions, to the directions of life, to let her teach me how to evolve and grow. But I did understand at a certain point, when I got to be 15, 16, mom really can't offer me nothing anymore, because now I'm hitting manhood.
Correct.
So from that aspect, I started leaning towards my uncles and my grandfather.
Correct.
You know.
But do you think that is too much work to put on one person? Not saying that they can do it.
Overall, yes, absolutely.
Yes, because it's easier and the more beneficial way
For the child.
is to be raised in a two-parent household,
Absolutely.
husband and wife.
I totally agree with that.
That's why I say we lacked, and it could be a many a reason of things, but like I said, to me, it all comes down to we live in a money-driven society.
And a society that has no patience, that's too fast.
Yes.
Everything has to be overnight almost.
Everything definitely down then. But I'm saying as once they promote, like I said, to me, the corporations took over the feminist movement because they know that a single woman is going to spend more money, is going to demand more money, and is how can I put it without being
be careful.
crazy?
Be careful,
you gotta
bro.
be crazy. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. A single woman just spends more money.
So okay, but where you coming from? And you coming from a corporate level? I'm coming like strictly from the streets, bro.
But the corporations can control the streets.
From what aspect? You think?
From everything, from influence to everything, from your music you hear on your radio. That's corporate led.
Well, I can't give it that much power and influence. No, I'm saying that because no. Here's why. Because today, take a musical artist. It's more profitable being independent without the corporate behind you or financing you in any way. You're going to come out better financially. And gives you more power individually.
Still, but that is all leading off of what corporations did before that. They have flooded. Listen, to me, I love rap music, but rap music has did our culture so much harm because of what corporations were allowed to do. You wouldn't. There's an article out there that asks, would you allow all the gun killing and all the whole shit that goes on black radio? Would you put that on a regular radio? They say no, we wouldn't do that because we wouldn't accept it. So why we wasn't really accepting it. Our parents didn't want to listen to it, but it was pushed to be acceptable by the corporation.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. I'll take it all the way back to take a Fresh Prince opposed to an NWA. You know, it would Fresh Prince stopped being cool because he wasn't talking about real shit. The shit that he was talking about was, I'm gonna say, like squarey, nerdy shit. Yeah, it happens, and that's his story. But it wasn't really to a point where it was relatable to a person on the street, especially a child with in a single household, because he's exposed to more shit. Because he got to take more chances, especially to earn a buck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because when you out in them streets, at least like I was, bro, like you need something to motivate you, bro, to keep this shit going. Because you can die any minute. It's hard out here. Everything's about a hustle. So when you sit there and say corporations, remember what was that sticker called? Parental advisory?
Yeah.
on the CD covers, we wouldn't buy that record because it had that label on there. We needed the grimy shit to keep us motivating that I can relate to. Because I can't relate to Will Smith because he got his mom and his dad. I can relate to NWA because they grew up in single-parent households. They was in the streets. They was saying, they was doing their own thing. They was independent. It was fuck you, fuck the world. I got to get mine. I got to do me. That was more relatable for me. So my mental was geared towards being a hustler / gangster, trying to get to the next level in the streets. Forget the corporation. They not coming all the way down here in these streets. I can't relate to the corporation. The corporation wants you to put the sticker on the record.
So what? So do you think everybody? We live in Philadelphia. So do you think everybody in Philadelphia, outside of black people, are living on cloud nine?
Absolutely not. Of course not.
So why does their music doesn't depict that?
Well, because again,
Why does
it's your environment.
Why does the trailer park people, who's just as poor as more people on?
Oh no, they got that shit, bro.
But I'm just saying, how does Q102 and rock, how does that correlate to the killings and everything? Why doesn't the other stations, why doesn't other communities who's doing bad as well, how come they don't have bad music on their
No,
channel?
I disagree. It is bad music. It's just in a different form.
What?
You listen to one of these crazy ass white boy records with the rock and roll. They talking about taking pills, getting drunk, even country western.
No, I'm saying playing on the radio.
Well, you got censorship on it. You can't do.
You got censorship. It's the same censorship that Power 99 got, that Q102 got. It ain't no different. Ain't no different lane.
Well, honestly, because again, if you gonna go from that aspect, then you gotta go within the actual culture of Black America, opposed to any other culture. Because honestly, our culture, when it comes to music, we dominate. We are the industry. Hip hop generate way more money than any genre in the world.
Who buys it?
It's a balance.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Come
Whoa,
on.
wait. Now,
Stop.
no. If we was doing hard copy with CDs and records and all that, I'd give you white people or whatever outside of black folks. But right now, because streaming is so convenient.
Okay, we can't go on streaming. We got to go on.
We gotta go on today.
No, because
Today is
everybody
streaming.
can just listen to streaming.
Because
What we know,
everything is.
we're old enough to know.
But we gotta
who was
touch
buying-
these times, Mark.
No, you ain't. Well, it ain't 40 times right now. I just told you it's been building up. It's from the beginning. You're trying to take it. You're trying to take
To today.
the aspect from today. No, I'm taking the aspect from corporations from controlling it to now manipulating our minds to understanding that's acceptable. And I don't agree with that. I believe, like I said, I love rap music, but I do think it is our detriment because it is nothing but repetitive nonsense that's into kids that's not even into it. That's why we have all these fake gangsters out here, is because they hear the music constantly and they want to live like that. That's why you have kids in suburbs and all that acting like they want to be from the hood. All that is because it's repetitive stuff that's being put on this radio and out by these companies from earlier in the decades till now.
Well,
so it's acceptable now. So now now you have a Tekashi 6ix9ine type guy who want to be something that he's not, because it's been pushed to be believed that is the way to do it. This is the way to be cool.
Well, honestly,
it
has worked.
And it's worked for financial gain. How has it worked for our community?
Well, it's not going. Well, honestly, from our community standpoint, let's be honest. This is what goes on in our community. You got killing, senseless crimes. You got the hustling. You know, selling the drugs.
Right,
you got no, that's facts. You know that.
I know that's facts, but it's constantly embellished and constantly put back into our brain to continuously do this.
But
why my question, you still haven't answered my question, is for all the poor white people, why aren't their songs killing on Q102? For all the people that are living in poverty, why there is no poverty songs? Why is Taylor Swift the number one artist of when you play it in a club or whatever? I go to white clubs too. When you play it, the guys and girls sing it. Why can they enjoy happy music even though they're not living, even if they're living in bad standards?
Well, no, I definitely disagree with you. I've heard white
on Q102.
negative. Well, no. Well,
That's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
See, I don't listen to Q102. That's the reality. It's just
All right, but you have an
I
idea.
know what you mean.
They're not playing that
right
on Q102.
okay, but see, that's not the audience that they geared their music to.
Everybody outside of that listens to that.
What you mean?
Outside of Caucasians, listen, it's a reason why Taylor Swift is just as big as she is.
She's a popular artist. She put the work in. Pop artist at that.
Right. So why is none of that music for the poor people of white America? Blacks only make up a small percentage of America. 13%?
Okay.
15%?
That's fair.
So why is it that the rest, and we can just go with 50% of America who listens to pop music. Why is 50% of America who is struggling and living below the poverty line, why are their radio stations not filled with poverty music, poverty-driven music?
I think I only can relate to what's going to bring in the dollars when you talk about that. Because again, if you're talking about music, Mark, remember, music is a universal thing. Everybody like music. You just got to find what form that you like. So whether it's Q102 to Power 99, at the end of the day, them two radio stations, they got to make money. So if the popular music, at least that I listen to, that Power 99 generate money off of through advertisements or whatever, and it's a big influence on the black culture because it's black music, it's urban music. At the end of the day, I can't say corporate America really has an influence. It's a business. It's a business. So I have to go from a business standpoint. I got to go with what's going to make me money to survive in business.
So if it's a business standpoint, to go back to your point,
Money.
If it's a business standpoint, we are filming from Philadelphia. How many hip hop stations are there?
Actually, I think two.
Mm-hmm. How many pop stations are there?
In Philadelphia, I don't know because I don't listen to pop.
But I'm saying though,
it's probably more.
Right, 10.
Yeah.
So if the money is in hip hop, why is it only two stations?
I can't answer.
Because but the answer is in my statement that is driven to us to keep us down, and we keep assimilating to it. But if it's so much about money, then how is not every station doing it? If that's what people want to stream and listen to, why is it only two stations that do it?
That I can't answer because if you look at Philadelphia, it's an urban city.
Correct.
Clearly, the fifth biggest city in the country. Why is it only two hip hop radio stations or R&B / whatever?
No, two hip hop. You can't put in
Well,
WDA.
I'm just looking at from a cultural, the music we create.
The old heads and everything.
They part of that. They black.
Know the number one. Like you just said, you know what the number one genre is. That's
it's hip hop. It's hip hop generates the most money. It's probably the most popular music, even for white people right now. That's why they call white people wiggers.
Again, why is it, if it's generating so much money and in so much demand, why isn't the fuck, kill
on Q102?
On Q102 all 24 hours a day?
I can't answer that.
Why is a Drake song sprinkled in and a popular cool song sprinkled in? Why isn't it put there? Because they don't want to feed that to their community,
their listeners,
right?
Okay,
because they have corporations are understanding what they don't want to be displayed to other people. They directing that.
But if
you don't think a program director is saying, "I'm not playing this. I'm not playing, even though it's popular. I'm not going to play it."
Yo, bro. Who? What you mean he left? I don't understand.
Like, bro, he literally like just left.
What time? Like you gotta, cause I need more information.
I'll explain for you, bro. But yeah, cause look, like he gonna be working every day. I see him walk out the kitchen, but I ain't think nothing of it.
All right, what time of the evening that he's walking out? You gotta tell me everything.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
All right, well I'm gonna give him a call. because I'm in the middle of filming this podcast. So when I'm done with that, I give him a call and find out where his head at. Maybe he quit. I don't know. Whatever. I can't deal with that shit like that. Work is tomorrow. All right, where were we, my brother?
We're gonna start it over. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. All right. So my question was, getting back to it, is if it's such a profitable thing, and if everybody wants to listen to it, they know they have program directors. They know what's popping, what's not. Why don't they feed that to their children?
Well, maybe this is a better answer or a clearer answer. You know, each radio station or producer of music, it's a certain kind of music they want to play. They want to aspire to certain people, and that's fine. How profitable that actually is, I don't know. I don't know how much money Q102 makes opposed to Power 99, which is playing all urban music. I don't know which one makes more. The assumption is that Power 99 has more listeners. Because you got more. No. And I'm saying that because based on the fact that white America loves our music. Facts. They want to beat us. They want to be us until the struggle hits, basically. That's an assumption on my part, but I'm starting to see that more and more.
Yeah, I disagree.
Okay, that's fine. But again, that's an assumption on my part. But again, it would be hard for me to gauge which radio station is more profitable based on the kind of music they're playing. Is it an answer for that?
I mean,
if you look at it, remember,
the number one morning show was Elvis Duran in the morning on Q102 in the area.
See, I'm so out of touch because I don't listen to none of that.
Yeah, I mean, you
basically telling me that you got your car preset to Q102.
No, I listen to all music.
Me too.
Well, how you listen to all music?
That don't never cross my.
You can't listen to all music and then don't listen to all music.
I know a couple Taylor Swift joints. It's okay.
Now,
but remember, a lot of that is under the same umbrella, which is iHeart.
Yeah.
You know, so
which is my point exactly.
From a corporate standpoint, that part I understand, but because iHeart is so huge, of course they got pockets of departments, meaning urban radio within one of them pockets, pop music within one of them pockets. And that's how they break it down and do their thing. Again, they're just trying to appeal to the masses, but there is some individual shit that they're just zeroing in on, when it comes to different cultures. Whether it's, as you said, at Trailer Park, that's not my word, that's Shamar's word. All white people are fine. They cool. I have no problem with them. And Afro-American people, again, our music is so popular, I just think every culture has embraced it. I think that's why it generates the most money. Now, from a corporation standpoint, I can't sit here and say what company is investing more money into whatever genre music that we trying to classify this shit as. Whether it's pop, hip hop, what's that? Easy rock? Is that it?
You have that too.
Yeah, that's a genre. Yeah, rock and roll, country, western, folk music. There's so many forms of music, man. I just think the most dominant, and I'm just gonna state the facts, is the hip hop community, which is my culture, black, which I embrace, love it. As a music producer myself, love it.
So on this list,
okay, Shamar, I got some research going on right here.
Power 99. Now you say rap music is the number one generator.
Hip hop. I'm just saying hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah,
okay.
hip hop.
Power 99 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is ranked number 11 in Philadelphia in listeners.
Wow, what's number one?
Number 1 is classic rock.
Okay. Philadelphia or Pennsylvania? Is it
Philadelphia.
okay? That's
It's the number 9 market in the world.
okay,
Well,
but
in America.
that still doesn't mean from a global standpoint that hip hop is not the biggest.
But from a financial standpoint,
It's hip hop globally.
right? But if it's only pumped to us or repetitively, where you can go out and seek and find it, a streamer is different.
Mm-hmm.
When it's constantly pumped in you, when you don't have a streamer and you just have to listen over decades, that is before the iPhone and the Androids came out. If it's the number 1 genre that's selling, how is it number 9 being played? How is rock, country, news, rock, adult?
Yeah, adult rock. I heard of that.
How is that if that's not getting you money, how is it number 9?
I don't know. That's a great question because obviously you did the research. I didn't do any research. I'm just going on popularity and
You're just going on what you think.
no. I'm really going on the general statement that I know is correct is that hip hop globally is the number 1 selling genre.
Well, not right now. Afrobeats is.
That's a phase, bro. Let's be
It
honest.
doesn't matter if it's a phase. I'm just telling you right now.
Okay, if you want to be technical like you just were, with it Afro, it's a form of hip hop. Let's keep it a bean. Yeah, you hear the drums.
I mean,
you hear the drums.
Drums is drums.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Drums is drums from Africa.
And the way they sequence, bro, come on, man.
Like
That's
hip hop is a form of African
music.
music.
So,
All right, so
exactly.
Afro beats is from Africa.
Okay, so that's a form of hip hop. You just answered your own question.
But it's more from their culture than our culture.
No, they just honestly no. And if you're gonna say that, that's like me saying, as a music producer, I'm only gonna make hip hop. I'm not gonna make no R&B. It's goofy. Because if you do music, you want to be able to touch everything and touch everybody. You're shortchanging yourself if you just focusing on one style of music. But when it comes to Afro beats, again, it's descended from hip hop because it would have been around well before hip hop. Hip hop was born in the 80s. Keep it a bean. So that
70s.
music, no, 80s,
70s.
80s.
Hip hop was born in the 70s.
Who you talking? I'm talking Cool Hertz. Who you talking?
Yeah, in the 70s, bro. Hip hop was born in the 70s.
When they didn't get popular till they like 80, 83
Oh,
with
when
Sugar
it-
Hill
you-
Gang.
You
whatever.
talking about born or popular? You know what I mean? Like, Drake is popular now, but he was born in 1970.
Not him. I'm over that dude. It's too much music. But okay. Well, the argument is pretty much settled with that because Afro beats is a form of hip hop.
I can live with that.
Me too. Like I'm cool
I can
with
live
that.
with that. But
Because it
what
shows that
I
hip-hop-
can't live with, can't live at is when people try to blindside and say we're the number 1 culture. This is why we do this, and this is because we relate. This is why we can listen to women on record constantly saying I want to fuck, suck, and all that.
That's
and
the
be
individual.
acceptable.
That's the
for it.
individual. That's
And
the
then and be an impressionable to our young kids because it's repetitively put into us.
Yeah, but that's the individual.
I think that's where. Now I give you the freedom of speech, the NWA, the 2 Live shorts. I think it definitely lies on the individual to take it in as art and not reality.
Okay, because it is entertainment. End of the day,
It's entertainment at the end of the day, and I think too many in our culture we take things literally and want to be something that we don't have to be. And I think, to me, is that corporations have pushed this on us for decades because we like to hear it, but we never was the buyer of it.
true.
So it wasn't really.
That's true.
It wasn't really a necessity to push it on us because we like to listen to it. It was cool, but as they got more and more, it's like we don't even buy this shit. But it's somehow
It's being played.
Somehow it's magically number one,
It's
and the
it.
people that they push it to ain't buying it. Like, how does that work? That's why I think those numbers aren't really
business.
true.
That is the number one genre in the world? That's what you're talking
Well,
about?
Afrobeats is.
Stop, man. We already settled the argument. Stop.
Afrobeats is. Afrobeats is not hip hop. That's why it's called Afrobeats. Now, you can say it's derived from hip hop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my
Okay, you
argument.
can say, but it's not the number one genre. The number one
Okay.
genre is Afrobeats.
All right.
But again, when you're telling me that it's the number one payer out there, and then it's not played on every station, how?
It's a great question. That's something, again, that's a corporate question.
Right, it's false numbers. Is what corporations is what they're doing to.
Well, you know, with any
to do
business, you're going to push whatever you want to sell or try to popularize the most. You're going to push that.
Now, hip hop is cool. I think everybody agrees that hip hop is the cooler thing because it really doesn't just have to be. You don't have to be killing somebody for it to be cool.
Right. It's a lot of forms of hip hop. Everything
There's
got
a
to
lot
be
of
about
forms of hip
death
hop,
and
and this
dope
is why when you look at
and sex.
yeah, when you look at a football commercial or something like that,
Yeah,
that's
what's playing in the
hip-hop
background.
in
Right.
the background is hip hop because, to be honest, hip hop goes with everything.
I mean, if you look at, and this is part of me saying it's the number one genre in the world globally, take the Super Bowl, the biggest sporting event watched all over the world globally. If you look at how the entertainers has changed on performances, you can actually see the impact even more so. And honestly, ever since they went to this new format that was more, I'm gonna say diverse, because at one time it was just, geared towards certain folks. But I'm gonna say ever since Rock Nation took over, you have seen more minorities, which again, it's whether it's J-Lo to Rihanna last year, the reality is this: that form of music is cultural, is Afro-American.
How many times has a hip hop artist led the number one genre? How many times has a hip hop artist led the Super Bowl? You can probably count it on
Once.
Right.
But I know why.
Why?
Because quite honestly, let's look at the people who
Because
watch.
people don't want to hear that shit.
No, that's not correct. That's cap. Come on. Yo, American people, he's lying to you. Okay? I'm a fan of music. Big time. He's lying to you. No, he's lying. But in saying that, wait. First of all, you got to look at who watched the Super Bowl.
Everybody.
Exactly, from 8 to 80. So again, you got to appease to the masses. You are an entertainment. Football is football, but it's an entertainment. So at the end of the day, again, your mother can be watching this. You cannot have Future up there talking about drinking syrup, selling dope, and
Exactly.
And,
so why is it cool for it to push it to us?
Wait. Pause. Let me finish the statement. So you gotta find that median. Like, you can put a Dr. Dre up there, and I'm saying that because if you listen to his music, yeah, some of it's hard. He has enough in his catalog to where as though he can appeal to the masses from 8 to 80. That's the point that I'm actually making. That music that's being played at the Super Bowl has to be from 8 to 80 because these are the people that's watching the Super Bowl. So again, for you to try to zero in on one type of crowd or particular group, you're going to lose. That was not smart for the NFL because what is the NFL? It's still a business. So even from your corporate stance that you was taking, you still gotta be smart with it. You gotta have the right entertainers that don't offend people and don't turn people off. Because again, this is a $12 billion, probably more at this point, $12 billion industry, football, every year. There's no way you want to piss anybody off. Women love football. Men love it. So again, and it's always water cooler talks Monday after all the games been on Sunday. It's great conversation. Come on. Like, you can't be pissing off people at the Super Bowl with music.
All right. So now, can I step in now?
Absolutely.
So you're talking about appeasing everybody.
Yes, that's
But
the
then you
mess.
tell me it's the number one genre in
Yes,
the world.
it is globally.
So how is it, if it's the number one genre, if it's the number one selling, how is it not appeasing everybody? If everybody listens to it, how is it not appeasing everybody? Because it's a falsehood that they give you.
It's not correct.
It is a falsehood that they give you that it's the number one genre and everything because they want to keep feeding it to us.
Not correct.
They want to use it for their benefit. But if it's used in everything in the NFL, if it's used in the
All the
commercials,
yes.
the lead ups, everything,
Yes.
halftime,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
So why is it a problem to have them on there?
First of
Because
all-
they don't want to feed that nonsense to us.
I disagree.
To the people, to the
disagree.
other people.
I disagree, and here's why. There's so many forms of hip hop. I could
So
take,
why haven't they been on? Hip hop's been around since the 1980s. So why has only one? And you say I can't even think of off. I don't know. Did Jay-Z perform?
never.
If it's only been one since the 1980s, how is it? How is it? How?
I would love to answer that. First of all, you gotta look at the NFL for what it is. It's the old boys club. You got 32.
So is it about money or not?
It's always about money.
Okay.
That's
so
what-
if
that's
it's
what's
about
wrong with-
money,
that's what's wrong with society.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, but you
if
did. It's okay.
I know. If it's about money, then why? Why would you not put the number one earning money on there?
Tell you why. Because again, this is not a public company, people. Let's be clear. This is not a public company. So in saying that,
Back to Mike.
but in saying that, it's not a public company. The old boys club, and I'm gonna say it, the old white people with all the money. And let's be honest, every NFL owner is multi-billionaires. Facts. This is facts.
Yeah.
So when saying that, they can be selective on how they want the game played, what music they want to have entertain you at halftime. You understand what I'm saying? They get to make all these decisions. Now, it's a privilege.
Just makes no sense to me, but go ahead.
But they don't make no sense. That they have the right to dictate the music and the artists that they want to perform at their halftime show, knowing that the whole world is watching. Because remember, what is the NFL? It's still a business. Do you want to turn people off by music during your business while you're conducting it? Absolutely not. That's insane.
Why would
It's
it be
too profitable?
Why would it be turning people off?
Why? If you choose a controversial artist that may be bad for business, for example, let me ask you this. Wait. Let me say this, because this is real. And this is a perfect example. You never see Kid Rock, who's white, rock music, contemporary rock, whatever,
Kid
perform.
Rock did their Super Bowl.
No, he didn't. What year he did for the Super Bowl? And if he did, I'm glad I ain't watched that shit. He ain't shit. He's a
Continue.
bigot.
I'm gonna Google it.
All right, but he's a bigot. This is bad for business. Because I didn't watch it. And I done seen every Super Bowl, damn near, you know? How about, okay, how about this? I'll give you this today. Do you think Kanye West will be able to perform at a Super Bowl?
2012.
Okay. With
Kid
who?
Rock.
With who? Sheryl Crow, somebody?
I don't know. He was there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going
I'll
to look
give
it
you
up,
that.
but I'm just
Okay.
saying he was there.
Okay, well, we'll go to current events, and now that Rock Nation has took over.
Oh, it was Diddy too. So Diddy was a part of.
Probably,
Halftime.
probably was a goddamn cameo. But anyway, let's be honest. Today, Kanye West wouldn't be allowed to perform.
Well, that's
at-
controversial right now.
But no, I'm just saying you can't be a controversial artist is the point because it's still a business.
No.
No, that's the
What's
argument.
Future controversial? What is controversial about Future?
Oh, yeah.
Outside of his music, what's controversial about? You're talking about something that Kanye, not the artist, the person did,
Mm-hmm.
which makes him controversial. You're talking about Kid Rock, not the artist, the person did that's controversial.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do that's controversial? What does Future do that's controversial outside of his music? Has he killed somebody?
No, he bashed women
He bashed women?
publicly. Yes.
Like what?
If you look at through social media, and if you look at his situation personally, many baby mamas.
Okay.
If you listen to his music, he degrades women. Future is the kind of guy when he making music.
Outside of music. I'm talking about outside of music.
Well, even outside of music, this man
Because the music you're telling me is number one genre, and is the
that is
thing.
correct. But
So,
personally,
you're telling me is getting pushed to
Okay.
us with no problems.
Okay.
He's still that misogyny baby mama or talking down to women when he's on the radio with us, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Now outside of music, and I totally disagree with what he did, but again, it's his life. It's what he do. He signed over the rights to one of his child, to Russell Wilson and Sierra. I can't do that. Personally, I can't do that.
Okay, that's
But no,
commendable.
But,
if you're not in the child's life, isn't that commendable?
No, it's not. No, because everything changes. So when that child get older, it's going to be a lot of questions he's going to have.
All right, then you deal with that. But that
I
that
mean, I
don't-
get
that
that,
don't-
but
that's not.
that's a choice that he made. But that is outside of music. It's a personal choice that he's made, but it's outside of music.
That's not going
But
to
no,
stop you from the Super Bowl. That ain't going.
No, but my brother,
that-
the old boys club wouldn't allow, if they knew that, and which I know they do, they wouldn't allow you to perform at the boys club. Nah, they don't want that kind of buzz, bro.
So
They really don't.
Again, it just goes back to my point. It's good enough to pump to us, but it's not good enough to pump to them. That's the whole point I'm making.
Whoa, see, bro, listen, American people, he's separating us. I'm not doing that. His
I'm
name
not
is Shamar.
separating us. I'm asking
who
you.
is them?
The other than us.
Okay.
Other than us, other than people that the Q102s,
see,
the Rock done, it's good
can't-
it's okay for Future to sell his stuff to us only.
Because no, that's not true.
Yes, so why isn't he played on Q102? Why
He actually is. He has a song with
Drake
no
and the other boy, but
no.
he's not played
Maroon
constantly like that.
5. He has a song with Maroon 5.
His song, no feature.
No, he's featured on Maroon 5.
Yeah, his song, not a feature.
No, it's Maroon 5. He's featured on there.
I know.
Their
That's
song.
why I say he's featured on their song.
Yeah, but honestly,
It's
they
not
condone
his song.
Right, but they still condone, even though he's from another genre, they condone his messaging and his music for that particular song.
No.
Yeah, they wouldn't
I'm
let him
saying
be featured
it's-
on it.
I'm not saying they don't. They
okay.
cross do it all the time,
Yeah.
just for money
Yes.
and exposure
yes. And popularity.
and popularity.
Yeah, because
Yes,
he's a
I-
hot hip hop artist that get the hot,
right. But
I
my
get
point
that.
is, why isn't the 5 Future songs played on Q102? Not his features.
too grimy. It's too grimy.
Right, because they don't push that to their people.
So again, I think
This is what I'm saying. Like we're
I gotta
so,
listen to
we're
Q102.
so we've
Programmed?
been so programmed
Saying,
to
oh,
accept
man.
to accept this
Come
nonsense
AI.
that
You
comes.
got the AI going
No,
on.
we've been programmed to accept this nonsense, and it has not only it is part of. I'm not going to say it's the only reason. It is part of the reason why we cannot rise up out of our own ashes is because we constantly listen to stuff that confirms that we are nothing to
So,
each other.
wait, I got a
Why
question.
do you think it's so easy for people to kill each other? Because they hear about killing each other
I
all
don't
the
agree
time.
with that. I don't agree with that. I don't buy into that.
So why?
Why do Afro
Why
American people kill each other?
why don't poor white people kill each other at the rate that our brothers kill each other?
Because there's more stress in our communities than it is to theirs. That's a fact. That's a fact.
What does killing got to do with stress? What does killing got to do with anything? You can be stressed and not kill somebody. You don't think that people in trailers are stressed?
But you can be stressed and kill somebody. That go both ways, bro.
Wait, but why isn't it? You think people in trailer homes that poor? The most people that's on welfare are white people, right?
Yeah, I do know
So
that.
if they're stressed,
In the rural parts of America, yes.
yes, if they're stressed, why aren't they killing at a rate that we're killing at?
Probably because they miles apart.
No, they're not miles apart.
Black people, at least in Philadelphia, we got the row homes. We right next door.
And it's unfortunate, wherever there are poor black people, there is a lot of killing.
Yeah, and honestly, that's
Wherever
more
there
because
is a lot,
that's a fact.
Wherever there poor white people, is not a lot of killing. It's because they're not programmed to do it.
No, I'm not going to say the program.
Yes,
no,
we
no,
are
no,
programmed.
no,
we
no,
were number one married. We were the number one independent culture. We were a lot of things. How did it all fall apart? We were number one married. We was number one producers. We were number one skilled out of slavery. We was all of that. How did they get it? Because they sought to divide us and feed us nonsense.
But see, that's a history argument.
It's not a history, but the history is in
Because-
it. That's what I'm saying. The history of them letting us here killing each other as normal for decades has wired us to
I'm not going to
not
put that
care
on.
about
I'm not
each
going to
other.
put that on music because music, honestly.
I'm not going to put it solely on music, but I'm going to put it on music.
Okay, that's you can put some of that on music. Yeah, now, okay.
Yeah, so you don't think that hearing that you're less of a person is
In a song,
no, constantly every day. You know what when they torture people and they put on music and stuff that because it fucks with your brain, right? When you hear something constantly, like when they're in torture chambers and they put on the
some weird shit.
yeah. It's because it eventually gets into your mind.
They
and
wanted to
program.
get to you.
Right.
But understand-
So when you hear killing for let's just say a 5-year-old to for 10 years straight, that is cool to kill other people. I hear the guy that I look up to, he's always on the record killing somebody. You don't think that psychologically inputs that's like, oh, I can kill somebody too with no problem? You don't think that correlates?
Here's why I don't buy into that. Because I think, no. Mark, that's a crazy scenario. And I'm saying that because, again, music is entertainment. Now, for anybody who listens to music, has to know it's entertainment. For example, how many
5-year-olds
times
don't know it's entertainment.
How many times there's no way 50 Cent can go talking about selling dope right now and he's a millionaire. Even though if he decided to keep making that same kind of music, it'll probably still sell. It's 50 Cent. But at the end of the day, we ain't buying that you in the Project hallway selling dope anymore. Here's why, 50 Cent. You're a multi-millionaire. We do understand it's entertainment. So you mean it because the way you're saying these things that or pushing a narrative that music is corrupting our brains and our minds and it's fucking with our judgment, I can't buy into that because I think the average person that listens to music, they're going to get what they want out of it. For example, what I get out of music is motivation, inspiration, an attitude to some degree, and a mindset on where I need to be.
Stop it.
No, facts, bro. Facts, bro.
You were just in here saying you turned on your fireplace from listening to Diddy.
Yeah.
It affects you. It affects how you move.
But that's the mood I was in because the vibe from the music.
Vibe. So when the vibe,
But
if you're
that
listening
vibe was
to Killing,
love. It's a
I
love
know, but if
album.
you're listening to killing and fucking and doing all this all day, what is your vibe supposed to be, bro?
Well, wait a minute. See, that's
Do you listen? So do you think they listening? Do you think when NFL players have their headphones in, do you think they listening to Diddy? Or they listening to something to get them pumped up?
They listen to something to get them pumped up.
Right, because music affects you. So when you constantly have it pushed into you all day, it subconsciously tells you what mood you're in.
Well,
I don't care if you're driving to work and you listening to whatever, and you're having a bad day, you're not gonna have a good day. So when you go to work and you be like, oh man, I want to have a chill day or I'm vibing out, you put it however you feeling, you put the music on to what you feeling, right?
I'm looking for a feeling. That's why I got the music on.
Right, but when you catch a vibe, you be like, oh, this because music
my shit.
affects you.
Yes, moods.
Right. So
Yes.
if it's
Spirit.
constantly put in your head that killing another person that looks like you for no reason is cool, and everybody's celebrating them, they got millions of dollars, and it seems cool. You don't think that psychologically affects you
Fuck
as
no.
a child?
Fuck no.
Oh,
That's bullshit, Mark.
Not bullshit.
Mark, music has been around forever. Someone saying that. Now, and I hate to say it, if you are that individual, and let me dumb this down. If you are that individual that can listen to, let's say a hard ass artist that's talking about just fucking something up all the time. We'll just say NWA. I listen to NWA fucking a billion times. I never wanted to go out and fucking.
Right, because you're looking at an anecdotal experience. You're looking at from yourself. Everybody,
But that applies
everybody,
to every
no, it
individual.
doesn't, but
It's
everybody,
repetitive music, like you
everybody,
said.
but everybody's mental is not strong
That is
enough
correct.
for that.
But that's the
So
individual.
that's how you get. That's why they say you get programmed. For mental people
can't agree
to
with that,
get
bro.
programmed, you have to be susceptible to programming.
You got to be weak.
No, you don't have to be weak.
More, if I get mad and I got fucking NWA
So you're telling me
on-
you're not impressionable?
Yeah, I know I am.
All right.
Yeah.
So why are we having this discussion about music is not impressionable?
No, it's not that it's not impressive. The fact that I'm trying to say, I can't let music influence me, and not an individual should allow music should influence you to harm somebody else. There's something already wrong with you, my guy.
No, it's not.
No, that's some bullshit.
nothing wrong with you
You
if
need to
you're-
stop listening to
if
music
you're-
then if
if
you're
you're-
not strong enough to separate the two from
Right,
entertainment.
but most people aren't.
More, I don't buy that neither.
Oh my God.
Music is listened by too many people all day. I can't buy that, Mar. Come on. Half the people start their day with music.
What's 2 + 2?
Stop.
What's 2 + 2?
11. What kind of question is that?
Because what I'm saying is what you're taught on the norm is what you take in. When you see just like it's no different than if somebody in a parent household sees and grows up being abused, they most likely become an abuser, right?
Yes, and
Shit!
All right, whoa. Okay, from
That's
that
a yes or
aspect.
no question.
Wait, that is a yes no question. Okay,
Because what?
they've been exposed to it. I get that, but no. But Mark, again, that's an individual thing. You can't put that on the masses. So if we got
It's
wait.
not an individual
No.
thing. You
If we got
can.
100 households and 70% of those houses had abuse in it, I'm not gonna sit here and assume that 70% of them kids that grew up in them households are gonna be
No,
abusive.
but you can assume that some of them does. Listen,
Yeah.
not everybody in the hood is killing each other.
Right, from the
but-
music. Exactly. That's the point
but-
I'm making.
But if you have a million, let's just go 500,000. If you got 500,000 people living in the city, and you got 300 killings and everything, that's a good enough amount as we say that's impressionable. You can put that on there. It doesn't have to be everybody to say it's not impressionable. Everybody doesn't have to fall victim for it to be victims.
Okay, but I understand what music is. It is impressionable. It's music.
So if it's impressionable,
But that don't mean that influence to that individual have to be something that's harmful. They have
Yes.
to understand that it's entertainment. It's a form of entertainment.
they don't understand that.
Well, I
They
mean,
live it
okay.
as why do you say you relate to it? Because it's what you're living, right? That's why you say you like hip hop, because it was relatable to you. You say you like
Yes,
indie
and-
rap because it's relatable
Yes.
to you.
Some of the
when you
things
make
relatable, yeah.
So when you make it relatable, you make things normal. So they make it normal for to kill each other, brother.
I wouldn't say normal.
Oh my God, man.
No. You can't say normal because again, you gotta remember something, Mark. We are all different.
We
aspire to
but
different
we all
things.
have minds, and
Yes.
our mind is so susceptible to anything. This is why this is why you have commercials. This is why you have all that, because your mind is susceptible.
Right.
When they run commercials constantly, I'm pretty sure it's commercials you know by head. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, what is that?
I don't know. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you know what it is,
No.
man.
So if we take what you said, then we should never play music.
No, I'm
Or-
not saying,
or
I'm
cer-
not-
or this certain
no,
form of
I'm
music.
not saying you should never play music.
But at the end of the day, it do have to come down to the individual. They have to find that within
It
them.
does, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you have to have accountability to what's going on. We have to request that.
You
Like,
can.
Guess what?
You can.
You can.
No, here's why you
Here-
can't. Wait. Because this gonna kill your whole point. Here's why you can't. The Constitution is a freedom of speech.
No, it's not. There is no
What?
freedom of speech on the FCC. You can control that. You can't say what you want to say on TV. All those realms are controlled. You know what I would do if I was president or something? If I had a kind.
Let's just say if you ran the FCC, you would do what?
If I ran the FCC,
Uh-huh.
I would make anytime you had a cuss word, I would make the first word before it and the first word after it all blank. So you know how they cuss, you know how they just take out the cuss word
Yeah,
now, and you
yeah.
still know what it is.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you want that, I'm gonna take out the first curse word, the curse word, the first word before it and after it, and I bet you they'll stop doing it.
And you know you're
And you know how I know that? Because when they go perform on, just like when
You ain't got no show, right?
when Hustle and Flow came out,
Yeah.
and then they say they got to perform their songs on the Oscar. How come they perform the edited version and not the regular version?
Come on, man. You know why?
Right, because they don't want that shit pushed to other people. It's only cool when it's pushed to us.
Again, who's watching the Oscars?
Doesn't matter.
It does. You trying to make money.
But what my point is, the matter is, it's cool to push to us. I don't see how you don't see that.
I'm not because
If I gotta
music
change
is
it, if I gotta
freedom.
change, if it's
Music is
freedom, then why I gotta
freedom.
why I gotta
It's
change it to another
entertainment.
audience? Why do I gotta change it? If music is freedom, like you're saying, why do I gotta change for another audience?
Because some of them bars and lyrics are offensive to some people.
Right, but
Facts.
it's cool to push to us.
Okay, but we need to find the strength within us not to get caught up and understand
No, we
what
need
it
to
is.
find the
It's
strength
entertainment.
to not to actually start holding these things accountable to the radio stations.
Then
Like
you
these
won't
are our children that we are representative. We should be controlling of what puts out there. We shouldn't be saying, look, all right, if you want to play one song, but for a whole hour, it was sucking fuck on Power 99, bro.
Yeah,
Like why?
yeah.
Why? Is plenty of good songs out there that's not like that.
Again, those answers, it has to relate to money. This is what's selling
not.
the fucking records.
Well, why is
this
it
is
not?
what the people
why
listening
is it
to?
not put on other stations?
I
then?
can't answer that.
Because it's only being pushed to us, and we're not even the ones who consume it.
From
We're
that,
not even the ones who purchase the shit.
from that argumentative standpoint, I would need more facts. But it just going all the way down to the individual, it's your preference. But when you
I
talk about the
understand the
influence,
preference.
but when you talk about that influence that it may have from a negative aspect, them problems is already there for that fucking person. Nigga, motherfucker, you been crazy. Let's just get to it, motherfucker.
No,
you been psycho.
If you've been listening to that in your mom's car since 5 years old, it becomes normal.
So
to
one day
you.
I'm gonna sit there and
When
turn
it's
around
normal to
and
you,
call
you
my
don't
mom a bitch.
When it's normal to you, you wouldn't think that. If he said I was calling my mom a bitch, it would probably would, but they don't say that on rappers. They call other women bitches. And how often do they call them bitches?
Every
All
other
the
word.
time.
But
Every
you,
other
but listen, but you know that's an argument. Because again, you can listen to that shit for 20 years and you understand when it comes to your mother, there's no fucking way you crossing that line. I don't give a shit how repetitive
Right,
that shit
because
is or the programming you got going on.
Because you know what's going on. Hey, Chris, is that thing still recording? Or it stopped? Still recording? No way, Jose, brother. It's just plain and simple like
We just
that.
went Spanish real fast.
Yeah, there's no way, Jose, man. There's no way.
I mean, that's
you
a,
can
that's
say
a
it's not
that's a
influ-
great debate, but I just think it goes to the individual, man. Because again, like you got some sick ass. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
And it is I totally agree. And it is the individual, but you cannot dismiss that the programming happens for our people.
True.
From little that makes it normal to that.
I don't want to use the word normal.
It
That's-
makes it
I can't say
normal.
norm.
It's the only thing you have.
Let me ask you this.
Why
What the
do
fuck was Charles Manson listening to? It wasn't fucking hip hop.
It wasn't.
What the fuck? What was it?
I don't know what he was listening to.
The Grateful Dead? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's
But that's
music.
not, was that the number? But is what he's doing? Is that done on? Is there mass Jeffrey Dahmers out here?
No, but Charles
No.
Manson was a whole family of fucking assassins, killers.
Right, but I'm saying, was that what's going on in our community? Is that on that level? No, it's not.
No. It's individual
Right,
killing.
so you
That's
don't
some
think-
other shit.
you don't
That's
think-
sick ass white people
You
shit.
don't think?
But
you
what
don't
they
think-
listening to?
You don't think the disregard for humanity from our community is not psychological?
See, now, Shamar, I gotta say this. Now, you keep coming back to our, like to the black race. I gotta say this, my brother. I'm starting to take a little offense. I'm darker than a motherfucker. I'm black as shit. You light skinned. It's like he's separating us, bro.
I'm
and
not
we doing
separated.
and we doing a podcast together. Hey,
I'm
my
not
man
separated.
Chris, I just met you, but you see what I'm going with this here? You see what I'm going with this here, bro? Why is he separating now? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
It's because I'm
separating.
darker than you.
I said our community. Like,
All right, I need to hear that word emphasized a little more. Our.
yeah, the black community, our community. Like, I don't.
All kidding aside, that's a great question, but I can't sit here and say they're 100% gearing this kind of negative influence towards us, towards though now it's putting us in a position to, all right, when we bug the fuck out, we gonna go kill a motherfucker. That's what they saying on the record. That is definitely that individual. And like I said, when it comes to that individual, he was sick before he turned that motherfucking song
He
on.
wasn't sick. He was.
You agree with that,
programmed.
my bro? Like, He already had fucking issues before the
He
record.
was programmed. This is my stepson right here. He listens.
Oh,
to
what's
all,
up, bro? What's happening?
He
What's
listens
happening?
to all genre of music.
Cool.
So,
cool. So
you know what I mean? He's cool. So, but I believe that if you're nothing but exposed to killing, sucking, fucking, that you're going to mentally be in that. Just like I think that if you're in a 2-parent household, you are better equipped as 2 parents to raise your child better. I'm not saying that a single parent can't do it. I said you're better.
it's a better
equipped.
success rate.
It's a
I
better
totally get it.
success
I
rate.
get that. That's
So if you're
correct answer.
constantly listening to, I'm going to kill this nigga if he touch my bitch, I'm going to fuck your bitch, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you're going to say, hey, this is okay to do. Like, I don't understand how you don't see that psychological connection.
I don't see a psychological connection because, again, that fucking individual. What about the kid that watched his dad whip his mom ass every fucking day? So when he got in a relationship, one of the first things that he said, there's no way I'm going to put my hands on a woman.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I did as a man. I never seen my father. One of the promises I made to myself when I had my first son, that I'm going to be in his life every motherfucking day. And I did that till he passed away. Because again, it's important how we grow up. But again, we need to be influenced by what motivates us. I can't sit here and say there's a fucking person out here that's motivated by killing somebody. That's too far-fetched for me.
Yeah, I can't put it past. I'm not saying you're
I'm not
motivated.
putting it past.
I'm not saying
But-
they're
but-
motivated. I'm saying they are
Influenced by the music to kill,
influenced by the moves, not to kill, but to
harm, whatever.
not even to harm, to for the act to be normalized. Like, this is no
Oh, no.
problem for
That's
me
hard,
to
man.
take a life because they already have that psychological that they have no. Oh my.
Normalize that's a strong word, Mark.
Yes, it's
That's
normalized.
nothing. It's fucking normal when it comes to harming another human being. Anybody fucking agree with me? It's not normal because here's what.
Right. So
wait.
So when a
Because
when a
we know the
12-year-old
consequence.
So when a 12-year-old when a 12-year-old takes a life of another person, what do you blame that on?
Some shit he got going on.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna blame it
Stop.
because he didn't get the newest
what is-
Jordans. What the
is-
fuck?
No,
He's
because
12.
he's out here because he doesn't value life because he's been taught through the music and
Oh,
through
my.
society that
He's 12.
life is,
You don't even
right.
understand life yet.
That's how they're when's your most impressionable years?
In my teenagers, for sure.
No, it's not.
Oh no, for
It is
me,
your
I'm no,
adolescence.
not
it's
for
your
me.
Adolescence.
Not for me.
It was your adolescence.
Bro,
brother.
I was the first grandchild. I was fucking, I felt, I could say, fuck it, nurtured. I was the baby, so I got the breaks. Oh, he's just a baby. You know, everybody cut me some slack because I was the youngest. I didn't really find myself.
I didn't say you fine. I said your most. I
Well,
didn't say you fine. I didn't say you.
I know what you said, but I'm just saying from that standpoint, till I got like fucking 12, 13, 14, 15, like seriously. Like really, and understanding things and how it works. And again, understand this too. I'm being influenced by uncles and aunts who only got me by certain years because my mom had me at a young age. To where as though I was looked upon, even though I was technically the first grandchild, I was like the little brother. Because my mom had me at a very young age. Like my aunt had me by like 3 years. You see what I'm saying? But so in saying that, I knew the right and wrongs. I knew music was music. I knew what entertainment was. But when you talking about this particular thing has enough influence to go out and do negative shit, that's well before you turned the fucking song on, bro. Yeah, of course. My grandma was a fucking school teacher, yes.
Why?
Because my grandma was a fucking school teacher.
I know. Why did you think she put it on?
Because it taught you ABCs and 1, 2, 3.
It was influencing you because at that age they put things on there to influence you.
Okay,
you
but what?
You are at your most impressionable state when you're in your adolescence. That is the groundwork for you to grow up in. If you have a great adolescence, you'll have a great thing. You just told me you were like the little brother. You were nurtured
Yeah.
and everything at
Yeah.
adolescence.
Yes.
So that made you a better person growing up. So you didn't have They wasn't putting. You was probably listening to Marvin Gaye and all that shit. When
I
you was
grew up
doing-
in all that. We all did. We black.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we can have why do we say the young kids is going crazy? Because they have a different influence growing up.
No, that's fucking social media.
No, that was before. It's been killing before social media, bro.
I mean, true, but that was crack. Give me the bean. It was crack.
That was the crack era. But
Yes,
it still,
the 90s.
But the 90s were what was playing.
NWA, baby.
Right.
Fuck the police,
Right,
baby. Well, I
right.
ain't see nobody going out killing fucking cops because they knew the consequence. Not like that.
Right.
Not
because-
like that, Mark.
Because you knew you couldn't get away with it because
That's
they didn't
my-
normal. What
But,
they say?
but that's any murder. You know you can't get away with it.
You
Not
know
all.
You know when you come on, bro.
Come on.
You know if you
Come
kill
on.
a cop, they come in
You
to
fuck.
for a fight.
Yes.
But if you kill a brother, we just gonna send a detective your way and whatever it is. Like, come on.
Again,
man.
there's levels to everything. But at the end
Levels
of the
to
day,
everything.
but at the end of the day, let's be honest. They both two negative fucking things that don't nobody really want to be a part of unless you want to lose your fucking life.
I think they do it because they don't care. They don't care, and then we can get to another conversation.
I think it
on another-
cares. It cares till
They
the
only get care when
consequence
they get
hit.
caught.
Right, when it hit, and you look at the time, and then you know what they're away from and what
Right,
they
because
missing.
they normalize that is something.
I'm not
doesn't
gonna say
matter.
normal. That's a very strong word. That is
Normalize
There's
it.
nothing normal about fucking.
It's
killing
normalized
somebody.
out there. It's normalized.
And
out
mind
there.
you, I'm gonna say this shit. He's saying this shit sober. There's some twisted shit going on with him. Killing is normal. Where you at, bro? Yeah. You doing a lot
That's
right
a
now.
sob story right there, man. That's
No,
a
that's
sob
fact,
story,
bro.
man. When you won't put the on it. Listen, I'm not saying that they go out here and say I'm gonna kill this guy today from a young age, but I'm saying that if it gets drilled into your mind that it's normal to kill another person, then it makes it easier to pull that trigger. This is why murderers are getting younger and younger and younger, is because it's being pushed to us through the music and movies of what's going
Oh
on.
yeah, don't leave movies out. But how
Yeah.
about this? Here's a
But
big
movies aren't repetitive like music.
But
So
no,
that's why I put more onus on music.
I got a better argument. If you're going to really say that, it's coming from a different place well before it even gets to that level. How about this? The fucking guns that's allowed to hit the streets. Let's talk about it. That's a real one. That's a whole nother. So when you talk about the music being an influence, then what the fuck them guns being, you know, the easy access to guns and firearms and all that shit then, bro? Because that ain't black. There ain't no color on that shit. But we know the black motherfuckers ain't manufacturing them shits.
Who buying them?
We ain't even fucking buying them, Mark. We buying them bitches off the street.
Right.
We ain't going in the goddamn store.
You
They
don't have
running
to buy-
background checks.
What I'm saying is you're buying them, right?
The white people buying them, bro. That ain't us.
No, I'm talking about on the street.
Oh yeah, because we know why? Because we gotta protect ourselves.
From who?
People. See, you wanted me to go there. See, I love my black folks. I'm not gonna do.
I
what he
love
do.
them too.
I'm not
but
gonna do what he do.
Sometimes we have to. we
And it's
have
our
to-
environment, right? I'm
it's
from the
our environment.
projects,
We have
bro.
to hold accountable to our people so that we can understand what's going on.
But
so
I
we
don't-
can
but-
do better.
I mean, I get that, Mark, but I'm not putting
This
this
is
shit
my-
all on our people. We
this is-
can't because listen, we don't make drugs. We don't make guns, bro. These are facts.
But I'm saying, where were we at?
We was talking about what's being manufactured, not by us, but we're abusing.
Yeah, we are abusing all of it.
That is correct. There's no
It's
argument.
no
there.
different, guess what? It's no different than pushing the music. If they going to continuously allow it, then
Yeah.
we're going to continuously
To abuse
do it.
and listen and make it repetitive.
Yes, and make it repetitive.
But again, it still comes down to the individual. All this shit is a choice. One of the things I'm trying to teach my daughter, 15, is how to make a good decision. And
I'm
that's
right
a hard
there
thing.
with you.
That's a hard thing.
It's hard.
That's
It's
a
hard.
delicate
It's hard to
age.
do right, easy to do wrong.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
Hard
that's
to do
that's
right,
a fucking
easy to do
slogan.
wrong.
Matter of fact, we need to get paid. Let's make a fucking bumper sticker. I'm serious as shit.
Hard to do right.
Let's
easy
make
to
a
do
fucking
wrong.
bumper sticker. But with that being said, you know, and again, I think for all kids growing up, white, black, don't matter. There's delicate ages where you need to know certain things because the world is changing so fast. Facts. So, and everything is fast. There's no patience. But it's certain traits and tools that I think kids need to learn from their parents early. You know, because again, I just think decision making is critical. You know, you can fuck your life up just making one bad decision. And if you're 15, you still got so much life to live. So to make it that fucking early, oh, the impact could be crazy. You could take my mother. Had me at 15. But today, that one decision that put her in a situation that had me, she was able, I guess, to, you know, come out of that and still make something of herself. She's a college professor at Syracuse University. So kudos to her in saying that. But the perseverance and the strength for that, it ain't easy. I like that. I like, stay with that one. That's a good one.
I can't remember which one it was.
I say you need to remember. But I mean, this is why I think the messaging for kids need to be earlier than what it normally is. I think preschool is very vital in education. Yes, I do.
I just said adolescence.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, yeah, early learning. It's important. Not just school, but it needs to start in the home more so. Because we so quick to want to get the kids out the house.
Around to what I said.
I'm just saying, man, I might get light skin. What the fuck? But no, I just feel like we push our kids to get them in school so we can have more free time to ourselves. And as soon as we have free time to ourselves, that's how we got the kid. Fucking. So with that being said, I just think we need to dial it back a bit and start teaching the kids early on. And don't depend on schools so much before the age of 5 to give them from 5 to 18 what the fuck they need. We need to start this shit at like 2, 3 years old in the house. So when they get to be them teenagers, because that's normally when they start getting in trouble, at least I can speak for myself, those decision makings and not being caught up and being a follower, it's easy to sit here and say, nah, that shit ain't for me. That's the shit when it come to us, we need to start focusing on early education. I ain't talking about books in school. I'm talking about in the crib. Start teaching them values early. And that's why I said the relationship part between the woman and the female is played out. It's fucking played out. Because you just said, and I totally agree with you, a 2-parent household gives that child more success at being great. Because ain't nobody into relationships no more. Everybody fucking cheating. The opportunity for that, the percentages, they go lower and lower and lower. So, and I hate to say it, and it's going to happen real soon, probably in the next 25 to 30 years. We're going to have a fucking TikTok president. Because that's where the game at right now.
I don't know if TikTok be around.
Well, I'm just saying. But this is the generation. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's some scary shit. Are you laughing at? You part of that shit. How old are you? How old are you? They fucking president right there. Fucking got videos. You know they gonna blackmail you, run that. They gonna use that shit against you, bro. You won't get a fucking vote. I'm just saying, but that's some real shit. That's some scary shit because these are people gonna be making decisions for us, bro. For me and you, we older. We fucked, bro. We are fucked, bro. We gonna be the baby boomers or whatever, you know, they want to classify. Man, we are fucking in trouble, bro. We gonna be dried the fuck up. No money. Government done took every fucking thing because the country going to fuck broke. Like, that's some reality shit that, honestly, when it comes to our kids, we need to start earlier, bro.
I think I'm gonna launch my campaign for president. Once I get bigger, we get bigger.
Bro, he's afraid of the TikTok fucking president
I'm gonna launch
because he knows it's inevitable.
I know how to balance the budget and everything. I think I could do it.
Yo, being tight is not balancing a fucking budget, bro.
I ain't tight.
Bro, how do you go to fucking Vegas and don't spend no money?
I'm not a gambler. I spent a lot of money. No. See, I spent a lot of money.
Okay.
I just ain't gamble.
All right. That is big, but I'm just saying. Yeah. That's a hard thing. Bro, in the fucking airport, they got fucking slot machines. Facts, right?
But every drink is $20. Every dinner
bro.
is $50.
Bro.
Every Uber is $30.
Yeah, they
like,
eating, bro.
They eating out there.
And it's all on one fucking strip. They don't turn the corner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That shit is... Yo, it's fucking hilarious.
It's $30 to go down the street.
There you
1
go.
mile.
There you fucking go.
1.5 miles.
That's real shit.
$30. I was like,
I
was using the cabs. It was $10. It was $10.
It's smarter. Like you're going straight, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's some funny shit.
It was $60 to get from the airport to the hotel, and it was only a 10-minute ride.
That's just it's wild, man. That's some funny shit though. Funny.
But I'm gonna wrap it up. This was a good one. This is our what you want to call it?
Dry run.
Dry
Soft,
run.
Soft, what they call it?
Soft run.
Soft run, yeah.
We
some
not
shit like
we
that.
not dressed.
Pause
we
with the
not-
soft
we
shit,
not
though.
there.
You know
We
what I'm
just
saying?
we just working it out and shit. What you want to be? You gonna be Jeff or Jay? Which
I'm going with Jay, man. That's,
All right. Well, you know what I mean. I got my man Jay here. It's your boy Shamar. This is the In Between the Lines podcast.
Black
man.
and white.
Black and white, where we bring everything to you from sports, lifestyle, entertainment. Nothing's out of bounds.
Fuck no. Let's talk.
Let's talk and everything. Now, I appreciate the time. Shamar for president.
Stay tuned, bro.
Yo, this your boy Shamar. I want you to go into the comments and tell me what you think.
Already know what
Who was right? Was Jay right? Was it Shamar right? Was we both kind of right? Either way, go into the comments, leave a comment. We'll reply back to you. Much love. Don't forget to like, share, rinse, and repeat. This your boy Shamar. This is In Between the Lines podcast. Thank you.